Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. If you're as old as me, you'll know that was a soap opera on television that went for a very long time. But it's a pretty important statement, isn't it? Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. We have limited time to live, and we don't know how many days, weeks, months, years we've got. Money, on the other hand, is unlimited. We can make as much as we want, and there are billionaires, multi-billionaires in the world, some very, very wealthy people. And those people, by the way, have 2 arms, 2 legs, a brain, an idea, an invention, a creation. It's not like you have to be some superstar, unusual unicorn person to be able to make money. In fact, it's the opposite. Most of the people that have made lots and lots of money are people that just had a dream. They applied discipline and passion and self-education to the dream, and it worked. They didn't give up on their dream. In fact, I'll go a step further. Everybody that I know, everybody that I've studied, everybody that I've read about, everybody that I've watched a documentary about that is financially free and they did it on their own, they did it because it was what they were passionate about. It was because it was what they loved. So if you put those two together, time and money, we only have limited time. So if you want to have a great life, why are we wasting time doing something that we don't love when we could be doing something that we do love? And if money is important to you, if financial security is important to you, if financial freedom is important to you, if you want to be wealthy, then how on earth do you do that if you have a lousy, stinking, rotten job that you don't like, that you have to force yourself to get up for? And that's why it's such a simple process. If you're doing what you love, if you want to keep getting better at it, if you're adding massive value to the world, the money is easy. The money will come easily. And I love being the living, breathing example of that. I've got a bowl full of gold coins here. Look at that. And can you see, these are things in my house. People say, Rowie, how can you be positive and motivated and excited about life and passionate about life and enthusiastic about getting up every day? And how come you're healthy, fit and strong and you have been your whole life? And how come you've always had a career or business that you love? And how did you become financially free? That stuff, as I always share, doesn't fall out of the sky in a pretty pink box. You have to surround yourself with things that remind you of what happiness, success, security, financial freedom is all about. So even the chocolate in my house is in the shape of a coin because I want to remind myself that life is full of abundance. That's why I don't like negative people. I deal with plenty of people on a daily basis who tell me what can't be done and why it won't work, and I can't earn that amount of money, and I can't have that successful business, and that product or service won't work. Well, of course it won't if you say that it won't. So what is it that you want? Why do you want to do it? And how do you become financially free? And that third part is really easy. If you are doing what you love, and if you keep getting better at it, and if you add massive value to the world, you will make money. Now, the wealth creation part's a little bit more interesting and something that I had to learn the hard way, because I started earning money when I was 10 years of age, lots of money when I was 10 years of age. I've never had a challenge making money. What I didn't learn, however, was the wealth creation plan. I didn't learn how to invest money wisely, put money away effectively so that I could be financially free. So if I had learned all about financial freedom and wealth creation at 10 years of age when I started making money, I would definitely be a billionaire many times over. I just didn't get hold of that information until I was much, much older, around 30 even. Started applying the things that I needed to do when I was 30, and then probably really got right into it and really understanding it effectively when I was around about 35. And I share that with you because it's never too late to get started if you want to be financially free, if you want to create wealth. But the fundamentals don't change whether you're 13, 30 or 83. You can make money if you apply the fundamentals. And of course, the first one is whatever you earn, you need to spend less than you earn. If you spend more than you earn, you'll go broke. That's just common sense, isn't it? But we live in a world where that's become quite normal now. And not only do we spend more than we earn, but we dig deeper and deeper and deeper into financial challenge with a thing called a credit card. And I'm not here to give you financial advice. That's not what I'm here for. But I would love to share with you that so many people told me, Rowie, you can't be financially free. You can't be rich. You're a woman, you've got blonde hair, you're an exercise professional, they don't ever make any money, and you don't have a tertiary education, and money's just not going to be part of your life. But I I set a goal at 13 that I was going to be financially free. And I decided that I was going to be financially free by the time I was 50. Happened a hell of a lot sooner than that. And it could have happened much, much sooner if I knew how to do it. So what I did was I had the goal and the dream, but I didn't have the education. You have to have both. If you're not educated, you just keep doing and doing and doing and doing, which is what I did, earning and earning and earning and earning, and wasn't getting anywhere because I was spending more than I earned. I had lots of credit cards. I bought lots of things. What color does it come in and how many of them can I buy? And I was very generous. I used to give away so much money and so many gifts and so many things to people because I wanted other people to enjoy my wealth. What I learned the hard way is that if you don't earn it yourself, if somebody gives me something, it makes nothing of me. That's a really important quote. If I get it for free, it makes nothing of me. And I learned that the very hard way because all I've done all of my life is wanted other people to be healthy, fit and strong, have a career or business that they love, be financially free and have great people in their life. So I just kept giving people stuff to try and inspire them and motivate them to become financially free. Well, that's not how that works. You have to have the goal. You have to want something. Often you have to want it so badly that you die for it. If you live in the Western world, it's much harder to become financially free because the enemy of wealth is getting by or comfortable. If you're comfortable, if your life is average, it's very difficult to put yourself out on a limb and to go and do what you're absolutely passionate about because you're scared of losing your comfortable. But if you've hit rock bottom, if you don't have any money, then you need to do whatever you need to do to get going and make money. And that seems to be, I think that's a bit sad really though, isn't it? So I'll rephrase the question. If you've got children, if you've got goals, if you've got things that you want to achieve or a legacy that you want to leave on the world, and that requires money. And that's one of the reasons why I love talking about money. I obviously I'm reminded of money in my home every single day because you can't live without it. In the Western world, it's like oxygen. I'm chatting right now, but if I didn't have any oxygen, I wouldn't be able to chat. And if you didn't have any oxygen, you wouldn't be able to listen. Money's the same. If you're struggling for money, if you don't have enough money, the only thing you think about is where's my next dollar coming from so I can pay my lousy, stinking, rotten bills, so I can put petrol in my car, so I can pay my rent or my mortgage. That's all you think about because money is now controlling your life. And that's why I like to call it financial freedom, because freedom, money brings freedom. You have the freedom to choose. You don't have to have a nice car, you can ride a bicycle. But if you had to hire a limousine and a driver to get you somewhere, you could. You might want to walk everywhere and not have any vehicles. But if you were stuck somewhere and you had an injury, you could hire a private jet or a helicopter to get you out of there. See, that's called freedom of choice. And most people don't have freedom of choice because they don't have enough money. So I've never focused on the money, and that's probably a really important thing to take note of. I've never ever thought about how much money I can make. How to make money is very simple. Do what you're passionate about, keep getting better at it, and add massive value to the world. And that is a simple process for being financially free. So if you're not financially free at the moment, if you're struggling for money, the first simple step is spend less than you earn, of course. But if you're doing what you love and you're getting better at it and you're adding massive value to the world, you won't have to worry about money. You will attract money into your life. If you're focused on how do I make money, how do I put more money in the bank, how do I sell more stuff, that's like stalking. Money doesn't like to be stalked. You will attract wealth into your life if you become the person that has the headspace of a wealthy person. And that's probably the next really important thing to consider. If you think poor, if you act poor, if you have a negative attitude, how could you possibly attract wealth? Why would you attract successful people into your life who have money? Because they don't want to hang out with grumpy, miserable, negative people. If you don't believe in your ability, and I'll rephrase that because often people think, well, I don't believe in myself, so I can't be successful. That's not how that works. If you do stuff, if you don't know what it is that you want to do, just go and do everything and find out what it is that you love. Momentum creates momentum. Doing creates more momentum, and then momentum creates results, or action creates results. So it's not about believing in yourself, it's about doing stuff so that you can believe in yourself. And then, of course, that beautiful quote, if you never give up, you can never fail. A lot of people say to me, I can't be successful, I failed at that. No, we never failed at it, we just gave up on it. So if you don't give up, you can't fail. And everybody that's ever done it hard, everybody that's financially successful who did it independently will share with you that everyone said, you can't do it, it's impossible, you won't be able to do it. And they did it anyway because their driving force was to either prove people wrong or they just never gave up. They just never, ever, ever, ever gave up. So financial freedom is very simple. Find what it is that you love to do, keep getting better at it, add massive value to your world, whether that's from music or sport or business or accounting or engineering or inventing things or manufacturing. It doesn't matter. If you love it, if you love doing it, so you're excited to get up and do it, if you keep learning, training, educating and getting better at it, which means your product or service or whatever it is that you do, you're just going to keep getting better and better and better at it. You'll keep up with the times. You'll keep doing the education to do all the stuff you have to do so that your product or service adds massive value to people's lives. And then, of course, you will make money, money, money. It's not a rich man's world. It's not a rich woman's world. It's a world of people who believe that they can because they go and do. So if you want to live your life to the max, we have limited time. We don't have, look, it's run out. The sand has gone through the hourglass. It's gone. And for all of us, there will come a day when our time is gone. So what are you going to do with your time in between to make sure that you live your life to the max?